I saw a few clips of James Corbin being a rat in the film Cinderella that just released off of Amazon Prime Video, and I was kind of like, it's kind of cringe. And then I saw another clip, and I was like, that's kind of cringe again. Oh. So, I wanted to go and watch the actual Cinderella trailer. I've already watched it. There's a few points that I would like to point out, and other points I actually kind of liked. I know it's kind of baffling where you can agree or disagree with other people on the internet and be like, you know what, I didn't find it to be that much cringe, and everybody can just walk away happy, walk away without, bloodshed, which would be a very interesting. Well, actually, if you have Hunger Games without bloodshed, is it really still an interesting film to watch? I don't know. You could probably make it more of like a suspense film rather than like an action, not adventure, but action dystopian future. Make it more of a suspense dystopia. Anyways, let's get to the trailer.
This is it.
Oh, look at that! Did you see that? Oh, I know. Right there. You see that? Oh, she's bald. Again, it's just one of those things of like, okay, so a woman is either shaven or she has dyed hair, which is a check mark of like, okay, SJW, nonsense. We're trying to fill in the boxes. We're trying to all be unique and inclusive. Let's try to get all of the rainbow into this movie rather than just having a homogeneity, which this entire town would probably be. Again, it doesn't matter if everybody's black or everybody's white or if anybody's Asian or whatever. Whatever. Again, white, black, two colors, and then you say Asian. Like, it does, that phrase doesn't make any sense. It's just these type of things are really like, okay. Now, she could be maybe an African princess or something, and it's like kind of like, okay, that makes a little sense. Maybe she dances in more of the African appeal. I have no idea. Whatever it is, it's just, okay, checking the box here.
Dresses by Ella.
By the way, having your main character be Ella is pretty good. I don't know if that was in the original. Cinderella, Cinderella, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I think, yeah. So, again, if you're going to remake the Cinderella story, having your poor character be Ella and then she dons the persona Cinderella, good job. That's actually a good thing to do if you were to remake Cinderella. Like, that's a check on that one as being a good thing. So... But look at the entire town. Look at all the diversity here. My goodness. Oh, I mean, like, really? The amount of diversity in this film is just, okay, we're check that box, check that box, check that box. Okay, you want to fill the quota of a certain mutable characteristic on somebody and be like, they need to get some film time. I understand. It's just kind of cringy when you do that. I can already presume where the movie may be going plot-wise. I'm going to say politically, but let's move on.
Here's a laugh. This girl fancies herself a business.
Oh, look! It's the enemy! A white male! It's like, oh, the one antagonistic person. First one is white! Of all the diversity in a town, you cannot color me surprised. Oh my gosh, diversity, white males are bad. It's hilarious. Literally, why can't you get any other person to do this? Oh, because white men. It's like, again, I already know where the plot's going. I already know who's going to be either good or bad. Other than...
Cinderella, it's only my love for your father, rest his soul, that stands between you and a life on the street.
I have to make a life for myself. So,
again, this section's okay, but you made the evil stepsisters and stepmother be very white compared to the main actress. So, evil white people. Again, evil is evil because of the actions that they take, regardless of whatever mutable characteristic. But I just see it over and over in films, and it gets so annoying. And I'm like, I don't like the fact that I'm able to point it out in a film and be like, hey, look at this. It's like, I'm tired of that. Again, let make all the characters black. It doesn't matter. Have, again, homogeneity, making people not necessarily be the same skin color, but having some homogeneity of the same culture. If everybody has different dresses and outfits and stuff to make themselves colorful, it's like, everybody's so colorful when they're singing back here. Again, everybody has a unique colorful dress or outfit. That is stupid. Have them have some homogeneity. Have them have some cohesiveness in one way or the other. Have them all look poor, but then they all do a stop, what is it called? A break show tune number, whatever it's called, whatever that phrase is. Have them all go into singing a tune for 1 minute. It's kind of like in the original Belle, I'm trying to think of Beauty and the Beast, where Belle is going through the town and everybody in the town is singing. They all technically have like this very colorful outfits, and it's not about the townspeople. It's about Belle. It really is about Belle. It's just have some cohesiveness. And here it's just they're all. It's just like I'm assuming everybody here is gay. I just am assuming that. It's just the culture and okay. Oh, let's go back a little bit.
In a life on the street.
I have to make a life for myself. I'll sell one of my signature dresses soon after.
Again, dresses by Ella. You could even, if you were going to recreate, and I think her actual name is Cinderella, but if you were to create a new character with the spirit of Cinderella, start with Ella. The new character is Ella. You could go with that. That's a thing that I would praise about a movie like this. And then look, oh, she's so hopeful about it. Yeah, I don't see what's wrong with this. I mean, the original character has blonde hair, she has black hair. Which again, if you want to make some little slight tweaks like that, you can do it. She was blonde, this woman's not brunette. Is black hair a brunette? Because I mean, like a dark-headed, dark brunette. I don't know if you would just say black hair, I don't know. Oh.
To make sure you're not too...
And then, yeah. We'll get to that in a second.
So done properly, we shall hold a ball. You shall find.
Ah, the actor looks familiar. I don't know who he is. But it looks so familiar. I think he's from The Parent Trap, but I might be wrong on that. No, that's someone else. Okay.
Find a bride.
Actually, going back a little bit, you can have the guards actually have a very intimidating presence rather than just this kind of silliness when you look at their garment. Look at their hand. It looks like they're wearing mittens or gloves. It's kind of silly. It looks like they're wearing outdoor mittens if it was winter. You know how silly that looks? Why not just have, again, you can have them into a, we are the guards and we are to protect this whole place or something, having the presence or force or whatever it is. I don't know why they're breaking into tune. Again, you could even have them quiet the entire time where everybody else is singing and dancing and they're like the royal guards of Britain or of London. You could probably have it that way. She's getting excited. Okay, nothing's wrong with that. Everything's pretty good.
I need to go to the ball.
Please, stepmother, I spent weeks making this dress. My future depends on it.
Really? Let's see that again.
Please, stepmother, I spent weeks making this dress. My future depends on it.
Look at that! Look at that! Oh my gosh, you've ruined the dress. Did you watch the original cartoon Cinderella show?
That hair! Oh, no! Oh, and look, that's my sash wearing my sash. She can't! Oh, God, please stop! And my ribbon! Take kitchen ribbon!
All the stepsisters and the stepmother and the stepsisters, they ridicule her. They start taking things off of her possession. They start ripping her dress, and she's in shatters and torn. And then she goes running into her room, and then she gets help. My goodness, literally just ink? Really? That's it? How tempered is this? Like, you could do something. Maybe have both of them throw ink, or maybe like water or honey or oil on her. Something that's non-flammable to protect the actress. But you could have something where you're like, not molasses. I mean, that's way too much. You could do something like that. Maybe it's like the very hour before she goes to the ball, you could like douse her in water. Literally, just water. She would have to dry off. Her hair would be a mess. All of her maybe makeup would be, all over her. She wouldn't have enough time to go to the ball and get ready and go to the ball. So it's again, those are the things that you can do. But really, that's all you got to say no, like stopping it? Why not? She could literally wear something over her dress and be like, done. Literally get a coat. Done. She could turn it inside out. Done. Like, there's literally nothing that stops her from going to the ball. A little ink. You do have to admit that the CGI, well, at least I have to admit, you don't have to, but I have to at least admit, I do like the CGI here. It's kind of clever.
Yes! I am your fabulous godmother.
Which is, okay, let's go back to that. That's kind of stupid. Anybody who doesn't know, China has banned, if not, they're removing effeminate gay men from television shows and movies because they are trying to make their men more masculine. There's a quote-unquote epidemic in China and in the United States, all around the world, where young men are not going out, they're not achieving anything, they're staying home and they're playing video games without actually becoming a man. So what they're doing in China right now is they're removing effeminate, specifically gay men, on television screens. Stop watching this stuff, let's actually make you into men. In about 50 years, China will be taking us ahead. I mean, good for them. Why? Men are awesome. Why? Because they're awesome. I don't know, it's like, oh, like, okay, let's go with reality for a second. Strong men, strong women, not masculine, not literally like their muscle mass. I'm talking about strong men of character, strong women of character. When you put them together, babies are made. Families are the bedrocks of any and all societies. Anything that takes away from that, I'm going to be against it. Why? Without families, society is gone. Humanity's gone. Strong men, strong women need to be the bedrock of any and all things. And when something like this happens on screen, you have to be like, wow, that's kind of stupid. Why did they make the woman into a man? Specifically, it was a white woman, and then they made it into a black man. It's bad to whitewash characters, but it's okay to blackwash characters. It's like, wait, then why does he have to be gay? Why can't you have a woman? You can make her into like an African fairy princess person. Why does this person have to be a gay guy? It's like, oh, that sounds homophobic. It's like, you can be gay. But if you really want to start extending your thought process out and onto me, all I have to start asking is, how do you vote? Yeah, because, I mean, you're putting people in positions of office in which and they're going to be passing laws, and police officers are going to go after the people with whom you disagree with. So I need to make certain that your belief systems are good. If you're going to be thrusting your beliefs onto me, well, I get to do the same to you, but I'm a wrong person because I get to go against gay men. It's like, dude, again, straight men are objectively better for society than gay men. You cannot argue against that. You can't. They're objectively better. You only have one or the other. Guess which one wins out in the end. Like, it's amazing how the logic works. It's like, I'm sorry for anybody who's actually getting offended who will probably unsubscribe to my channel, but truth wins out in the end. Period. Bar none. Done. Truth wins out in the end. And again, if you want to argue against me because I am objectively wrong, fantastic. I would love to listen to that argument down below. But if you think that I'm a homophobic, okay. What do you mean? I'm afraid of gay people? Or I just presented you facts and you can't deal with the facts? One, objectively better, you cannot argue against. Like, my goodness, this is fantastic. Again, this confirms my beliefs. It really does.
Godmother, do you want to go to that ball and meet a bunch of rich people who will change your life?
Yes, I was just crying and singing about it like 2 minutes ago.
Then go, you shall!
Which again is kind of clever. But then he turns her into Hillary Clinton? Like, what? Why'd you turn it into Hillary Clinton? Or Kamala Harris? A business suit? Ha 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 ha.
Oh, look at that. This is different.
Okay, Dad. You said you wanted to be a businesswoman.
Yeah, that is true, but it's like, okay.
It's magic time.
Holy.
Where's my tail? I can't balance without my tail.
Okay, that is actually kind of clever because it's just clever. That works. I don't know who you are, but that works. That works in a film. You can have it where it's quippy, and more importantly, he actually does fall over. He's not just running around in circles saying, where's my tail? I can't balance without my tail. He actually acts out the thing he's saying. Good for him.
It didn't happen, and even if it did happen...
Hi. Would you like to dance?
Right now.
Okay, this is a nice little moment between the two.
Where did you get that dress?
I designed it.
I pick you.
And if anything, there's actually just a conversation between her and him, and that's pretty much it. Adding any other characters just to give them the, have to check the box. Okay, you have to give some black women some screen time. It's like, Okay, it is natural. It probably would be a very natural thing on screen. It's just I already know everything that I've seen up until today, or up to right now, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I already know where this is going.
To be my princess.
What about my work? I don't want a life stuck waving from a royal box any more than a life confined to a...
If anything, you can actually have the prince have less screen time and just focus specifically on her rise and make it very just classic. I don't know why you have to keep remaking things to the nth degree. I'm all for it. I probably argued for having, if you want to change things, go for it. But again, this movie's kind of... I'm just kind of being antagonistic right now. I think that's the whole spiel of which I'm doing right now.
Basement.
Again, I'd have no idea why everybody is doing exactly what they're... Oh, the woman on the right has purple hair! Oh my gosh, dyed hair! Look at all this diversity! Uh-oh, white woman. Oh, another white woman!
I have dreams that I have to chase.
Again, that's a really cool cinematography. Animation or classic effects. I have no idea if that's CGI or if that's a real effect, but actually having that while the spell is being worn off while they're running away, being driven off, that you have this effect that's happening behind them. You actually, like, the sparkles literally are like flakes or like you could do like snow or something. That would be really cool of a thing to do as well. It's not whatever it is, but what they're doing here is really good. Like, this is a good thing to put into the film. If anything, you can make this more of an image-based thing and like more of imagery rather than having people sing all the time. You can have people sing, and if anything, you could probably have people without doing like a break dancing number. Why not just have more people singing in the background while people like it's like the inner thoughts of the characters? That'd be kind of an interesting thing you could do. You could do a lot with this movie.
Marry him and all of our problems will be solved. It's too late.
Wait, is the stepmother gonna have a redemption arc? I'm not saying that she shouldn't, but I don't understand. It looks like... Wait, the stepmother having a redemption arc is a little bit different.
Marry him and all of our problems will be solved. It's too late.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, wait, maybe. Marry him and all of our problems will be solved. And then I'm assuming that she'll say, like, I want to marry him not because of the problems being solved, but because I want to... Now, you could probably have it where she has a redemption arc, or Cinderella goes in the... Not in the opposite direction, but actually does marry Prince Charming. For her own reasons rather than the stepmother's reasons. That would be kind of an interesting thing. I mean, it's like you follow love. Don't follow love, guys. Have a plan and follow through with it. There are people who came before you. You should probably listen to them. Like, I want to do my own thing. Okay, when you fail, don't come crying to me. 9 out of 10 times, people either get pregnant outside of wedlock and they complain. So it's like, okay, probably should have thought this through. Like, this only works because he's a prince. She's set for whatever mistakes that they make. I know, young love, and it's like that should be what the movie's all about: young love and like trying that fighting towards it, fighting for her dream, and then she gets more than she ever wanted, and realizing it's like, oh, I want to give to other people because I've been so fortunate. You can do it like that. You can even have a movie where after she has been married, maybe there's another story that can be told in town. But if you're gonna remake it, then there's I don't know.
Life outside this basement starts right now.
See, that actor looks so familiar. Oh, I think he's from the 007 series. Ah, okay. I'm going to say that because he definitely looks like that guy from 007. I could be wrong, but that's what he looks like. Again, let's actually go back a little bit because...
It's right now.
Right there, again, everybody having a break dancing number or whatever, you can have that. It's just everybody's way too colorfully different. And then, again, a little kind of homogeneity in the back. Everybody's has a choir, whatever thing on them. You could have that. If anything, I think in this movie you could have a bit more uniformity. I think that would be the word that I was looking for. Rather than homogeneity, I'd say uniformity, where they actually have like a uniform, something close to what each other. There's some matching. Like this. There's some matching. They're going off. I'm assuming that this is the prince trying to go and find his wife. can add some character to it. That'd be hilarious. Oh, that would be hilarious if he was literally just trying to hunt her down like it became Hunger Games. He can only inherit the kingdom when he destroys the very thing he loves. Like, whoa, dang, call that a power trip.
They're glass. Any way you can make them more comfortable?
No.
But you just did a whole thing.
Even magic has its limits.
Again, that's clever, but why have him? That's the question I got. It's something you can add, kind of pointing out the flaw. That would be like, this is me pointing out the flaw within the movie. It's like, why is it glass? It's very uncomfortable. It's like, why not? Or something, some quippy like, well, magic has its limits, or like the magic's already done. Sorry, can't do it. And she pops away. She actually being the original fairy godmother, not this guy. It's kind of weird. Anyways, it's one of those movies in which you could probably have a very good time watching the movie with some very good quips in it, making you feel, happy about it. I don't really have an issue with that part. I have an issue with people, not with the people who made the film, not necessarily the people who watch it. If anything, the people who watch it, I would disagree with. Like, why are you watching this movie? It's so silly and not in a good way. Like, there are some good choice moments in it. Again, everything has good, everything has bad. Every favorite film of any and all people, there's no movie without a flaw. All things have a flaw. All things have a good thing in it as well. Again, even if, I'm not gonna, I don't want to go in too deep into this one, but if there literally is like a murder suicide where a guy goes and murders somebody and then suicides themselves, it's like, oh my goodness, as horrible as that is, if you want to look at the good side, the bright side, the evil is done. They're gone. It's very unfortunate that person who had nothing to do with the other person, they're gone. Homicide. Got murdered, killed, boom. But the guy who murdered is also gone themselves. We don't have to worry about that anymore. How good is that is a self-contained issue? Yeah, it's done. It's over with. It's like, it's not... Again, if you emphasize and focus on that, it's like, what about the death? It's like, yeah, the death is actually absolutely horrible, and it's wrong, and it should have never happened. How do we prevent that from actually happening? Because that should never have happened in the first place. Also, if you want to focus on the good side, there's always good and there's always bad. In any and all things that you look at. And at least you can look at it in those terms. So, oh my goodness. And again, which one's more appropriate at any given time, etc. Again, those are always open for discussion. I'm not saying that it's a good one way or the other. If you really, that gets into a whole slew of discussion. I didn't want to open this can of worms, but I'm already down this track. So I want to just go ahead and end this video. Oh my goodness. I'll probably had a hot take, and I'll probably get a lot of downvotes, and I'm okay with that. And I want to state that, I might get, there's a bunch of videos that I have of, 28 dislikes and 2 likes. It's like, but this is the truth. And if people don't like the truth, why would I want to abide by those people who don't abide by the truth? I find it uncomfortable for what you said, so downvote. I do that with videos. I don't like what they have to say, so I downvote. Does that make me right and them wrong? No. That's the most beautiful thing. I am so grateful that I have the belief system that I have, and I have... I won't ever, there's some other things there. I don't want to ever confess that I have any and all the truth. I have what I believe to be the truth. I have, even if I'm wrong, well, let's go towards truth. Again, that's the whole point, truth. Truth, 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 truth. If you can convince me with the truth, by default I have to, because if I don't abide by the truth, then I am objectively wrong. And you should probably never follow me if I'm objectively wrong. But it's one of those things of I'm grateful that the truth is never in the hands of any one person in totality. That there's a decentralization of truth, etc. Again, it's just, that goes on to another thing. Man, I'm getting so sidetracked just because of I would say it's a very hot take of my stance on gay men. So, I'm trying to justify or cushion the blow, but I've already, that's what he said. Gay joke. Anyways, thank you very much for being a part of this, and I look forward to any and all comments in the future. Thank you very much for being part of this, and I'll see you next time.